This is the podcast about nothing with your host, Leo Black, the unfiltered voice.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is podcast about nothing, and this is your host, Leo Black, the unfiltered voice. And here we're coming again with another episode. And today we're bringing you something very interesting, something very intriguing. You know, guys, in my young adult life, I've been around, I've seen things, I've been interested in other things, and you know what? There's one thing that I'm always interested in, like, you know, the nightlife, the things that happen in the nightlife. So today we have someone who's going to give us a little bit of a lowdown what happens in that industry. Someone who's really much involved in it also, because she is one of the entertainers in the industry, and she's going to be bringing us and telling us more information about the industry as well. Her name is FLAVA. You know, you already know we're going to bring in a flavor today, because we're going to be coming with a lot of stuff and a lot of cool things that we literally going to be you're going to be here live on Podcast About Nothing. And before I go any further, I'm not running alone. I'm here with my friend Rilo. What's up, Rilo?
Nah, I'm good. And Father, how are you?
Amazing, my dear. I'm amazing. And how are you feeling about tonight's episode, my boy?
I'm very much interested, man. We want to know the ins and outs, you know, want to know everything. And thank you for the invite. I'm very much honored to be here, brother.
Anything in my J, you know. One of the people that I thought of when I wanted to do this, because you also work with in class space. So probably more than anything, you put my meet with them.
Yeah, I love doing that.
When I introduce to you guys, we have FLAVA here. She's an exotic dancer in one of the clubs in Johannesburg, and you know, she's gonna be telling us about her life in general, what it does entail to be an exotic dancer, and you know, hi FLAVA.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm well, thanks, and how are you doing?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking time and coming through and checking with us. You know, as I said, my name is Leo Black, and I'm not alone. I'm with Rilo. We're on like a couple of guys. Like I'm been watching things in the telly, seeing things. I think the last time I was in a strip club, I was doing courses. That probably was like probably more like what? I think it was like 21 on my 22nd birthday or something. But yeah, the things I was seeing there was like mind blowing, and you know, I'm interested to get to know more about the industry more than anything, and I'm hoping we're gonna be able to get to see or know about what happens in the industry from your own perspective and your own experiences.
Definitely. What would you? Oh,
Where can you start? So that's the first thing I just asked you. Like, I don't even know where to start, because there's so many things, man. Like, I think maybe the first thing you really have to ask is like, what really that made you to be like, okay, I want to be an exotic dancer. I want to do streetwear. You know, like, what was that first initial thought that came to you? I'm like, maybe I should pursue this. Like, let us in on that. What made you inspire that?
it was the money. Like I saw how. Okay, so I used to like watching, you know, those YouTube, those stripper edition YouTube vlogs and stuff. So the way they'd count their money, like after a night, like it really fascinated me. So I'm like, okay, so you can get money just from dancing or stripping. So I'm like, why can't I do it? And plus, you know, like there's not a lot of jobs in SA. So instead of running around dropping CVs in order to like get, I must say, DJ, like at least, you know, like I can just go on the pole and then make my money.
Something easy, isn't it? But hey, I'm sure it's not that easy, man.
Not at all. It's not as
Like getting in the industry, I'm sure it was a little bit of a hustle for you, or it was not. Like, well, you're pretty face, so I'm sure it was that difficult.
It is kind of difficult. Like you have a lot of competition. Like there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of pretty girls also. Like someone that has like a bigger butt than you, bigger boobs, you know. So yeah, it is kind of difficult.
okay, when did you actually start like dancing? By the way, like when did you start?
Last year in March. Yeah, around the 28th of March. So,
Having your 1 year, so you're gonna be having your 1 year anniversary in the pool, huh?
yeah.
I was about to say that.
To be on the pole for a year.
No, I mean, like, I'm a goat now.
Like, do you have like someone that you booked in like, this one is the one that inspires me, that I've like literally draw inspiration from when I like, okay, I want to do this and practice and anything.
At work or like outside of work.
Anyway, man, it could be word forms, it could be like maybe with famous strippers, but Kennedy was once a stripper, Well, like, I was talking, there's pretty a lot of strippers out there, maybe not even in SA, but you would have like maybe looked at and was like, yo, this girl, she's doing the things for me, like, so I want to be part of this as well.
Or we could just ask,
Yeah,
who's your celebrity exotic dancer role model?
my celebrity is a dancer. I don't really have a celebrity exotic dancer, like a favorite. No, I just watch different strip shows, like like I said, like on YouTube, like there's a lot. So there's no specific one, but at a point I liked like China.
Okay, yeah.
So I like how her lifetime are.
Tiger's baby mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, she was like, let me tell you, she'd be doing some bad moves sometimes. Like I remember back in the time, she was in every music video like you could literally think of, any dub song that she was literally out in the street. She was amazing,
Yeah. When you at our club we have like a screen whereby they play all the Atlanta or like USA strip clubs, the music videos and everything, and she pops up, and like at that time stripping wasn't really like an in thing, so you just look at her and like her BBLs, so like her body, like she had that huge ass, like slim waist and everything, so you're just like, okay, I want to be like that when I grow up.
So like obviously you need to have a body for it, you need to have moves for it. Like when what kind of body do you have, by the way? Let me ask that, if you don't mind me asking, by the way. Same waist, big ass, what?
I have an average belly, so I don't.
What's up getting out, please?
I have like a portable ass, not too huge, not too small, average, and then I have boobs. I have big boobs, yeah, and then not a slim.
Oh. So obviously, surely, like you've been doing this for a year, like niggas like float over you, go crazy when they see you on the stage, Sure, like I'm sure you're understanding yourself right now, because you wouldn't be doing this for over almost a year if you were not maybe like the market, even if you're the market for the people that goes there to the club and anything to just look at you dance and everything.
Yeah, but like mostly in the stripping industry, it's about how you able to like hustle. Like if you're good at hustling and making money, like you good. So if you have the most prettiest body, the most prettiest face, if you can't make money, if you can't hustle your ways, and then you all lost.
Yeah, obviously, I guess maybe in any industry, you have to grind for it. And the money that you're going to make, you have to work, put in the work and everything every now and again. Like, how are your hours looking like? How much do you go to the club and everything? Like, in general, like.
So, so the club opens at 8 and closes at 4, sometimes 5 or like 6, sometimes 9. Like, it depends on what's going on.
Does it open every day or certain days?
Every day, Monday to Monday.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so I get to work at like 7 from 7. So that's almost 12 hours.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's just because it's nighttime, so you wouldn't even notice that it's quite crazy because it's like a night shift, but you wouldn't even tell because it's a lifestyle where people are consumed by it. So obviously enjoying what we're doing.
Yeah, it's like a 9 to 5, but instead it's a 8 to 4.
Okay. Well, I think it's probably the same hours, if not more. But the 9 to 5 probably it's probably the same.
Yeah.
Like when you started this, like when you have like issues with like thinking maybe what would my friends say? What would my family say and stuff like that? Because you know what? Those are the sorts of things that kind of like leads us from doing the things that you love to do the most, because most of the time we care a lot about what people think. So like for you, wasn't that the case?
That still comes like to my mind, like like what if my family finds out? What if my mom, my uncles? What if I'm stripping one day and my stepdad just like next in or something? Yeah.
Crazy. Always so crazy. I'm just imagining it right now. You there, and then she's like, "Oh my god, look at that girl," and everything, and only to find I'm like, you turn around, I'm like, it's FLAVA. Come on. Yeah, go on, very well. Go on.
Yeah, so even when I started, like the first thing that was like on my mind is what are people gonna say? Like yeah, if it had to come out, like what are people gonna say? So I tried my best to like stay off like the club socials and stuff. Yeah, so not a lot of people know that I do strip, but those that know, like just the customers.
Okay. But like, just no one close or personal knows that you actually do this.
It's only my best friend.
Oh, okay. Then like when you have so much money, I'm sure you make quite a lot of money. So maybe I don't know. We're gonna get into that a little bit later on. But I'm sure that then they wonder how do you then now financing this lifestyle you're probably living and the things that you have and everything. Then sure they're gonna have those kind of questions. Maybe your parents or some friends and stuff like that.
So my parents know that I'm a waitress.
Okay.
Yeah. I used to be a waitress before, so I just carried on like with that occupation.
They're good disguise, right? Because nobody can literally literally pick on it. So yeah, it's a good.
Yeah, because I mean waitresses work the same hours, night like they also work at night. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Do you have any questions?
Nah, not a question yet, but I definitely understand what she means when she's saying like maybe her stepdad or family can just walk in or whatsoever. Because that is also part of the reason why I've never visited any strip clubs or whatsoever. Because I'm thinking, what if I go there and maybe my pops is there just blowing some steam off or whatsoever? Now I'm seeing my pops or I'm seeing my uncle or something. Then what's happening now? Do we go back home and act as if nothing happened or pirala?
So actually, there's a story
So
where
yeah,
there's
I
a
definitely
girl
get what
that
she
used
means.
to work at my club, and her stepdad actually came. And when he came, he was just like, I want a private dance, but I want it from her. And he specifically wanted the stepdaughter to give him a private dance. So I don't know, like it's very messed up, but I don't know what happened in that private dance between the two of them.
No, that's a stepdaughter or
Yes, he knew. Like they stay in the same house and everything. So I don't know. I think the guy heard from people, like when people talk. So I'm sure he was like, "No, I want to do this." And he came to the club and he booked the private dance with her. After that day, she never came back to work.
Nah, but you know what I think happened, ne? I think it was one of those things
Yeah.
whereby because there was this movie like I once watched. It was sex workers and all that. So a dad, like it's literally the same thing. He goes there to get some sex and whatsoever. When he gets there, he sees his daughter, and she's like, "Can I?" Because her daughter had gotten lost as a slave and whatsoever. So she sees his daughter, and then he's like, "Can I buy her?" Then when he buys her, when he takes her home, she's literally taking her daughter back home. So maybe the stepdad was like, "Nah, you cannot be doing this here. I just called you in here just to embarrass you and do whatever." Yeah, but I don't think
Rashi was trying to take his who could be probably save her from the industry or because someone might have told them like, yeah, man, I saw a stepdaughter in this such and such place, and man, I didn't like that, so I kept. And then I'm like, no, I have to go see this, and then he went and saw it, and that's why he man.
And also, that's the better way not to cause a scene. Because now, if you're just gonna go to the pole and be like, "Get off" and whatsoever, something else.
Yeah, it's gonna be freaking out the customers and everything like that. So obviously, it's quite the way that he could have made it down.
Unless if
Anyway, back to your flavor. That's like beautiful. They're right thing that being in this industry like affect your dating life. Like, do you find it hard to date someone, or like, or maybe you just generally choose to not to date, or because of some reasons, or like, are you single? Are you dating right now? Like, let us know what's going on with that. Like, what's going on that in the side of life?
So the dating life is kind of tricky.
Yeah.
Cause like it makes you, so working at a strip club makes you kind of insecure.
Okay.
So like you literally see married men, guys that are in relationships coming there doing their thing, and so to you, like you see the most terrible men that come there. So to you, it's just like people don't really believe in marriage, or they don't really believe in relationships that much anymore, you know?
Yeah.
So, hey, my dating life is a bit tricky. Like, it's on and off. Like, ngenza mathenda, you know, like, nyabamba na.
So do you like them? Like when you meet someone, they like on the stick of the bed. I'm like, yeah, I'm a street boy. So what? Or you just like wait it out a bit, and then until like you see it's okay, maybe you can now take this or not.
And I don't tell people that I'm a stripper.
Okay.
So if we're in the talking stage, I will not mention that. That's my nightlife. That's my other life. You know.
What's that? Okay, I get. I totally get it, because also when you tell someone straight off the bat, they will have the wrong impression, not understanding why you're doing this and what's the reason for it, because they're always gonna associate it with a lot of stuff, you know. Because I'm sure you face like when you're a stripper, you face a lot of judgment, criticism, whatever, you know. And you don't want that from someone who maybe could be having a life with, you know. And yeah, man, I want to ask this. But how much do you literally make on a regular day and on a busy day?
Okay, so on so we only get paid like weekly. So I can only tell you how like the worst that you can make, and the best, like if it's a good week. So I've made, in a good week, I've made 17K. And then
17.
yeah, that's the highest.
In a week.
After deduction and base.
In a
In a week, yes, 1 week.
yeah, crazy. That's a lot of money.
I was about to ask.
Okay.
I heard you say after deductions, do they text you guys?
No, like they take their, you know, like in order to work at a strip club, you have to pay.
Okay.
So they did that, and let's say if you've been buying the food at the club, they subtract that too.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, and then on a terrible week, after deductions, you can make 500 or 2K
How much?
on a terrible week. 500 or 2,000 on a horrible week like that.
That's so low. God damn, it must have been bad, man. Oh my goodness.
Like dry week.
I would, 500. You can't even buy shit with 500 nowadays.
Bro.
You get maybe a top like
You are working at a loss,
and
actually.
then you die.
You're working at a loss because, like,
Yeah.
there's Ubers to go back home, you know.
Yeah. So it's all about hustling. Like you need to know your story, you know. You need to, you need to know why you behave. Otherwise, that 500 will be in your account every week. Meanwhile, other people are making money, like loads of money.
So I have a question.
But if you look like when just a second. So in terms of like when you say you need to hustle and everything, do you like maybe I'm sure you make tips. Do they take those tips or do they just like I don't know how it works. So maybe you could literally put me in the loop. Yeah, because I don't know, maybe there's tips that you can get on top of what you're already earning and stuff like that. Or it's the tips that you're actually getting paid for. Like
No, the tips are a segment from your pay. Like if you get cash, right? All of it is yours. But as soon as like a client swipes that tip, then that's when they deduct 30% from the tip. So if you're gonna swipe 100 rand tip, I'm only gonna get 70 rand from it.
that So when I throw cash, there's real hard cash. There's no tax. There's no 30% they take out of it.
No, there's like everything is yours.
Okay, that sounds fair.
Yeah.
Because it does sound fair because maybe they think of the charges that maybe they incur when they like getting these flights and everything when it's also not their money and stuff like that. Maybe it's gonna make sense. Do you know, like in terms of like maybe when you look at those situations and all those things and be like, okay, maybe and need to engage in some other things like are there private services that you like get into, like people get into, like some people would like to engage in like separate. Well, that picture you spoke about, like had that asked her to go to your room and everything to put a private show or whatever. Do you like get into that or something like that?
Like sorry, the line cut like it for, but you ask what happens in like a private room.
No, I'm asking, do you like engage in like private shows and everything? And are there like services that you get into which maybe make you to get a little bit more money?
Yes, there is.
Such as?
So there's okay, so the private dancers are like more than 1,000, right? So if you do a lot of those, you can also accumulate a lot of money. But if you really want like money, like more than 10K, and so we have call out fees.
Damn.
So the
They
call.
call you like, yo, I need you for this weekend, so you come.
Okay, let me not say call out fees, like a takeaway. Yeah, welcome. Yeah.
Good night. So I'm like, I see you at the club. I'm like, yo, I like you. I'm gonna
Yeah.
send you home tonight. And
Yeah.
I like, hey, I'm like, you're gonna hear the straight fee or can it be negotiated?
It's a straight fee. So the club gives us a certain amount, right? And you can go above, but you cannot go below it.
Okay, so the club gets a percentage also offered money.
No, call out fees, like they all come to us.
Damn, that's quite a lot. So man, if like even these you get called out and you are with this with this guy and you guys are maybe in this hotel and anything after a night out, like is there anything that you can like go about like you can't do, for example?
What do you mean?
In terms of like are there things like because you know what I'm going home with you, and when I'm going home with you means that and we might engage in sexual intercourse, we might do all sort of stuff. Like so now, I mean, is there anything that you like would say no, I'm not doing this, but yeah, we can do all the other things.
Yeah, I mean, it's your choice because a call out, right? All a book out. It's actually a book out / call out. So it's up to you whether you want to engage or not. So if you go out with someone and then things get heated, but you are not comfortable with sleeping with the person, you're allowed to say no.
So now, if we're in a situation, for example, let me just say, I go out with you at the end of the night and get to the hotel and I pay the 10K and I'm like, yo, I want to have the time of my life tonight. And then I go to the hotel room and you tell them like, no, you're not comfortable with sleeping with me. That's really like now become very like dangerous for you because some men can be very demanding and can be very aggressive. Listening can be very aggressive in that matter because maybe they feel like they spent some money and then now they feel like they have access to you just because you are asleep or something like that.
I'm sure that does happen, but like before you actually leave the club, you have to explain to the guy like what you two want, so that you guys don't get any surprises when you get to the hotel or wherever.
I think that's kind of fair because you know what you're signing up to instead of just going blind into it. So I think that's kind of fair. So like, have you ever had like maybe some unfortunate incidences where like you feel like your life was in this moment because of how things happen and everything? Do you feel like it's a safe industry for women to get into like maybe start life there?
It's not really safe, hey? But I've never really been in a situation like that. I've only been like, I almost got into a situation like that, but I don't know, I guess my ancestors were with me on that night. Because there was a few guys that wanted to book out, right? So they wanted to like call out and everything. So I don't know what happened, but the guys were starting to threaten, right? But they were threatening our manager. So as soon as that happens, then our manager just called it in. Like he didn't allow the book out to happen. So what happens is like sometimes when the manager sees danger or he sees that like the guys are very dodgy, he won't allow the girls to leave the club with him.
That's just very, very, very smart and very like clued up because it can be very dangerous. But if it can be dangerous, like look dangerous in the club, how much more like now you're like both in a very in a room in a private place where you could literally do whatever you want to do. Like we live in South Africa, by the way, so you mustn't forget what happens in our day on a daily basis. So yeah, man. I think it's also key and important that he does that because it's his business. At the end of the day, he needs to protect himself and his business because you don't want to find like in a situation when our girl has been in a situation that is that is terrible and she's hurt or even worse dead. Yeah, man. Let's move away from the scary part of it. Let's go back to the nice part of it. There's so much good in this thing. What? I've always wanted to be in a like to be have this thing of like parties. I'm like, okay, I want to be in a party and I want to see some strippers and everything. I want to see that in movies, man. Does it really happen? Do you guys go out and like go to parties and like search for niggas and give them lap dance and then you'll bounce after that?
We do bachelor parties. So the I don't like, okay, you guys, okay, the bachelor has to inquire, right, with the club, and then they choose whichever girl that they want there. And when we get to the place, so we'll literally have like a speed point. So whatever that you want, you just pay for it, and then it's almost like we at the club, but now we at a party. So yeah, we do have bachelor parties.
So in those bachelor parties, you also like can spend the night or can just come there for the certain hour or two and then bounce.
So it depends. Like if like the bachelor books, right, the amount of girls he wants, then for like a duration of time, then the girls are gonna be there for that duration of time. But if you just ask the club to bring girls and then you'll just swipe as it goes, then I think they only give you an hour until you have to like decide whether okay, booking, take coughing out that 10K for each girl, and you just want an hour just for dancing.
Okay. Well, at least now I know who to call when I want to have a bachelor's party and I need strippers, you know. So yeah, man, that's I don't know really like question, my brother. Are you there or you gone? All right, that's very cool. So let's just say a normal typical Friday for you, and definitely have. It's a typical day for you, Flavor. And then you go out on a Friday. It's like it's a get down. Like let us know how does a date look like your night look like, and anything on a typical Friday. Like what are the things you look forward to get to do? What are the things you literally like getting excited when every day, maybe you go out to like when you want to go to work and everything. Like, does that have that effect on you? Like, yo, I'm so excited tonight. You know, I want to do 1 and 3 and 4 and 5. And when you hang out with the girls in the club as well, like, what are those days that really excite you about the place? Like when you're there?
You mean when I'm at work?
Yeah, we're work.
There's the vibes. That's what excites me, and like, you know, when you have that feeling that you're about to make money. Yeah, that also excites me. Like, you know,
Obviously, money makes the world go around, you know?
it does.
Yeah. So on average, like, what are the typical guys literally like get attracted? They are literally mostly attracted to you, like to you. Married guys, single guys. Like which one really like you really like always like relating you?
Um, I usually attract married or and taken guys, like guys in relationships most of the time.
So how did you deal with that? Do you like, okay, I need to hold on a bit, or you just like, I don't get advice on my business. Let me just do my shit.
Hey, it's not my business. The guy came to the club. I did not go to him. So, hey, we get to have fun, you know? So, yeah. Like, there's a reason why the guy left his home or left his wife at home. He's trying to either de-stress or have fun or just fulfill whatever fantasies that they have.
If you've never had a guy like get so clingy to the point that like now he's literally like catching feelings or some sort because you gave him a great night or something like that, and he want to DM you or text you now and again.
All the time.
You know what that means, right?
Oh, I have that. I have that interesting thing about me.
That means you are like the box is fire, man. That means the box is truly fire. Like, cause you know what? If you know you're with a stripper and you know you like it's just for one night, then what's the point of me texting you if I know you're not that great? So if you're great, definitely tell me hitting it back again. I'm like, yo, are you free?
Yeah, because I mean, do you know? Okay, I know that I'm working, right? But at the same time, I try to like have fun. So you know, like when you're having fun with like the person that you are sitting with or whatever, the vibes become so nice that you generally the guy will definitely want to see you next time because it doesn't really feel that transactional, even though it is.
But also maybe he also don't have to like feel like oh you have to do something. They just vibing now, you know.
Yeah.
Have you ever like caught feelings with someone?
I have. Alright.
How did you deal with that situation? Know it very well. It's like it shouldn't be happening, but it is happening.
It's just like you just have to keep reminding yourself that you're here to work. You're not here to cause feelings, even though it happens. Like it happens. Hey, yeah. Because I mean, we human beings at the end of the day. So if you're gonna be splashing a lot of money on me and talking to me like a princess, like of course I'm gonna catch feelings.
So then the guy was splashing a lot of money and giving you attention, obviously. So how did he get out of the situation? Did you like usually like opt out, like ghost and stuff?
Okay. So I got took out by the guy. So yeah, after that, it was just uh a mutual thing. Like we just decided to keep it on the low because if we yeah if we try anything, it'll end in tears.
Yeah. So keeping it on the low, got it to a little bit. I mean, like in a situation where like now you find yourself, hey, I think I like this guy.
Yeah, like it would end up like that. Ooh. Hey, next thing you'll quit your job for little cows. Like now you see yourself having babies, and that time it was just something that was supposed to be like a short term.
Yeah. So how did you wiggle out of the situation?
Uh, I don't know. I don't know, hey, but I just got over it. I think it was just the feeling and that I was drunk or a bit tipsy. So, feelings are very like high when you're tipsy or drunk.
Yeah.
So the next morning, I just thought to myself, like, is it worth risking my job or not? And the guy didn't really show any signs of wanting like a serious relationship. So I was just like, nah, it's not my cup of tea. It's not worth it.
Okay. So like in a typical night, I don't know if you're gonna be able to like take this. With the situation of like putting feelings and everything out of the way, I'm sure you've had like some times I'm like, yo, this guy gave me such a good night, and you literally like now want to have him again, like because maybe the sex was good. Does it happen, or you're just like, I'm gonna have another date, so I'm cool with this one?
It does happen. You do miss. You get flashbacks. Like everyone gets flashbacks. Like if it was good, you're gonna get flashbacks. It does happen for me.
So, in a nutshell, his feelings there. There is kind of like feelings there. Even though maybe they're not romantic, but there is feelings of like you're feeling someone in a certain way that you would literally want them back.
Yeah, they are.
That's crazy.
Thing about like we're literally people. Like we're also human beings. That's what I tell like the people that come to the club. Us women, we like money. So when it comes back, it's gonna it's gonna have to be like if it's gonna come back to the club, it's gonna have to be transaction or something. Doesn't have to be that whole swim involved. At least something, yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Obviously, to make it worth your while, also, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I want to ask you three questions. You're gonna give me one answers, ne?
Okay.
Like quick one answers, like one answers. You can't say you don't know. I
It's
can't. You will give me a straight answer on these questions.
okay.
Okay. First question. Have you ever made 500 in a week?
No. Yeah, no.
Um, how many guys have you been with in a week?
Three.
Um, have you Okay, let me ask this correctly because I don't want to sound so crazy. So, do you feel like you are great in bed, or you're just a great dancer?
The bed.
The bed. So no, you don't have to be a great dancer.
I am, but I don't know. Like, am I allowed to say both? Okay, both.
But which is one that you feel like you're great in? Like, are you a great dancer, or are you just great in sex in general?
I'm okay. I think in bed. Yeah.
I can just say
I am.
Your body count.
It's probably over. Yo, 20
20.
or more. I don't know.
It's over 20. Let's take over the next.
Over 20. Like nothing less than 20. Plus minus 30.
Okay. Okay. That's a good estimate there. Yeah, you've been with 3 different guys this year already.
Yeah, 3.
Well, it's you better than me. Well, this is better than me because, like, I'm sitting on 0. So, can you imagine? So, yeah. Ask you this. Are you a thought god or something? Are you
No, when it comes to throws, I'm still new in this thing, so I don't think so. No.
but you know how to walk a little bit now.
Yeah, I know my story. I know my story.
No, that's great then. Because I think like that's the best way is for you to learn on the job and you know your story is law, you know. What's your favorite 6th position?
It has to be the flat doggy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the sideways one. You know the that morning one. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's the best. I don't even go into deep into it, but it's like we happen to have the same, type favorite position, But yeah, I like that shit is dope, It's like very lazy, but everything is there,
Yeah,
Everything
not too much, not too much effort, not too little, just in the middle.
It's not exhausting. It's not also not too more lazy, but it's there. You need to work for it. So I get it. I like it too, Um, the your favorite position is the flat doggy. Flat dog is terrible when it's not terrible. It's tricky because you know what? You just don't want to pull out. Look at that.
I need to be using a condom.
You use a condom all the time.
I do, unless I'm in a relationship. I have had requests like that before.
What do you do about it?
I didn't accept it because after all that money, like after that additional 2K or 3,000, like you don't know if that person is sick, Besides besides pregnancy, HIV, we have like serious STIs. So I wouldn't. One thing I'll never do is risk, because I always used to see how like those gassy movies or clips, like if someone's a sex worker, then when they go back home they're sick. That's one thing I don't want.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, what is the craziest request you ever got from a client?
The craziest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to think. Okay, hold on. I don't think I've ever had a crazy request, right?
Yeah. Let me always play it safe with you. So maybe my crazy is not your crazy. Maybe it's no for you,
Is it threesome crazy?
Well, not crazy, but yeah, it's kind of wild because like let everybody do it. Oh, I've done it,
Oh yeah, a couple has asked me to, yeah. And
you take him over the offer.
Of course I did.
How was that?
It was wild. The lady was very wild. It was a lot of work.
Sis. Like we're like, how does it work? Like the two of you, two girls, right? And then one guy.
Yeah.
So like now, You took turns and everything, yeah.
It's funny thing is that the lady wants it more than the guy. So the lady spent more time on me than on the guy. So yeah,
So she wanted it for herself.
yeah, she wanted it herself, but she gave her husband as an excuse.
Exactly. So like you met in the club, right?
Yeah, at the club.
Oh, that's crazy. That's one of my bucket list, though. Like my wife needs to know this from straight from the bed. Like, Mama, I love you and everything. If I do get a wife and get married, but I need a threesome once in a while.
Yeah.
By things happening. But I think that's quite cool, is it? Because it's actually open your mind up to certain things and like you get excitement and everything. Because you do something for the first time or like once in a while, like, or just to get the spark of it,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, have you ever left the country, like went to other countries with a client or something like that?
No, I haven't.
Have you ever got any requests from any guy?
From another country.
Maybe they say, I'm going to Dubai. Would you want to take along for the weekend? Come back maybe next week or something.
I've gotten that request, but it was short notice, and I don't have a passport yet.
Okay, so you would have went there.
Of course. I wasn't gonna think twice.
So you missed that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
What is the wildest, craziest night you've ever had with a client? I'm like, craziest thing. Like maybe 50 Shades of Grey, kind of crazy. Not too sure, whatever. Like, what is the craziest thing that should be like, even today, when you think about something you've done, you like think to yourself, you're like, oh damn.
So I once got booked out by a client just to go to the club, right?
Yeah.
So we partied, and then when my time was over, he extended. And when he extended, like things got very heated, like on our way home. So yeah, like we couldn't even wait to get into the house or out of the car or whatever. So just right there and there, like in the parking lot. Yes. I still out. Yeah, that's
I'm sure, like it's crazy, like when it's happening, like I think chemistry is like something crazy because that's when you know that you're gonna have a good night. Because sometimes you can have someone with, but I don't think maybe you could literally have that chemistry which gonna make it interesting for the both of you, or maybe like for the girl or the guy to go on, because maybe one person is enjoying it with the other. When it's both of you guys enjoy, I think that's the craziest ever.
Yeah, because you guys do things that you never thought you'd ever do. And I like it when it's with someone that you really vibe with, You really guys don't have to really fall in love, but as long as you vibe. Because if it's someone that you don't really like, it's just like you'll be counting hours and it's just going to be so dull and boring, like it's just not nice.
In terms of like taking time on the book out, like on average or estimation, the oldest client you've ever had.
Yo, he was so okay. I saw, so I didn't know that he was that old, but he looked kind of old. So before you leave the club, you have to present your license, right, for your ID, any form of identification. So I literally saw 1978, and I quickly went on to my calculator, and I'm like, the fuck.
Okay, relatively speaking, is not bad though. Like, isn't like 50 something?
Yo,
No.
That's
Yeah.
40. Is it not 14? 9 or
I think it's 40 something.
yeah.
40 something. Yeah.
That's
It's not bad. It's not too bad. No, 25.
that's like my uncle's age. Like I'm 22.
Okay. Two. So he's half your age. Yeah, it's quite crazy. That man is half your age, so I can understand why say he's old. But yeah, well, to me he's not old, but to you he is very old.
Yeah, he.
Um,
I see our prep and kid, but those don't prevent from STIs, people.
no.
Yeah, so hey,
It's only one that they prevent you from. The rest, I think you can still get them.
yeah, and it's like, yeah, like when I was from like high school and like high school, when they showed me pictures and videos of those things, I was just like, the fuck no.
It's quite scary. I can understand. But also, like in terms of like when you want people to. I don't think it's important, man, to actually do it because on the end of the day, it's about having fun for that night. Using condom is important and key because also you're not only protecting yourself from STDs or STIs, from having kids. Imagine you found out 3 months down the line that you're pregnant and you don't even know the nigga.
Exactly. And where am I gonna look for him?
Go through those records. Maybe you slept with 5 people that week. How am I gonna know it's him for sure?
That's the thing. So I am good. And I'm not planning on taking out children anytime soon.
I don't think I don't think it's important, but hey, it's just my thinking. But also, but I wanted to ask you something, man. I forgot now. Is it? Oh, in terms of your clientele, like, is it mostly black people or white people? Like, get you literally always like meet.
It's not my okay, so white and black, that's like 50-50.
Okay, are they foreign or local?
Local or foreign.
Okay, I think I know when you say foreign you're referring to, but I'm not gonna go there. But anyway, I think like listen, I literally thought you were gonna say foreign because you know what? There's Nigerian niggas here, there's Ghanaian niggas there, there's like also like niggas who come whatever, man. That the people have money for days.
Funny enough, Nigerian men at strip clubs are the most stingiest.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Out of ways. I always thought maybe they'd like always like the one that big ballers in the club. So obviously you was achieving the strip club that they're gonna come in with that money and throw all this money on you and everything.
Nah, they prefer. I think with them, the reason why that they don't really spend much on cookouts, like they don't believe in giving a girl 10K just to like go out and spend time with them. Because I mean, they get like a person will literally tell you that I can go on Tinder right now and get a girl for free, or I can just pay 1K and I'm set. So what am I paying 10K for? So that's what they usually do. So I never entertain them because of that.
So that's quite interesting because I thought maybe like the people who literally gonna have like more money from it's like maybe foreign guys like Nigerians and everything. But hey, shout out to South African man, keep paying this woman, man. They need this money more than anything. You're getting a good time definitely if you would flavor though. Also like in terms of like where like in terms of like you say you have both a clientele of white men and and also black guys evenly. So I don't know, like in terms of like who did you enjoy the most? Like who did you have fun with the most? And also who pays the most? Like who is one of like go extra mile for?
So man, I think like I don't know. There's one I can't say that because it was like one or two that have gone that extra mile for me, and wanted to see me after, like, those types that want to pay your rent and all of that. Then also white guys also, like, it's like one or two that have wanted to see me outside also, like, and do that, like, and go the extra mile. So it's both of them.
Yeah, so it's quite even for you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
that's great.
and let's not forget Indians.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Hey, but Indians are nasty. I'm like, yo, I know this other guy was a friend. He loves big black women. He loved black women so much that he always wanted to, even went to like, by the road, like those girls pushed into a city by the road. He would like, no, I want some black ass today. So I can agree to you that black Indians love black women more.
They love black women. They love black women, and like they're very nasty, like you said, like they're very freaky.
And really, but let me tell you, if I ever go to a strip club, I will always look at the black woman. I will never look any other way because women are the prize. I honestly would never look at anything. Like I never actually thought of stripping with any woman other than the black woman. Period. I just don't know. Like, do you ever like think about sleeping with another woman?
From another race.
Yeah.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. I'm trying to get with the right thing. That's part of my bucket list, bro.
A wild woman.
Yes.
Oh my days. Why would you do that to yourself?
Nah, man. I just want like it's just part of the experience, bro.
What is this?
Imagine living such a
Let's start there. There's flat ass definitely there. There's no there. Small cities. Always speaking English in the goddamn time. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck do you wanna enjoy here?
no, but it's not about the body size, body shape, and whatsoever.
What is it?
It's just like it's just experiencing someone from different race, bro.
Do you wanna dip it in a
Like-
chocolate? In a white chocolate, in a white chocolate just because. Oh my days.
You never know. You never know how theirs is. So
The thing is, I've never heard is whenever you go white, you never go back. I only know that whenever you go black, you never go back. So maybe it's not worth it going in the. But the phrase I've ever heard in my life, it's about the white, it's a black, it's a white everything.
yeah. So I also wanted to talk
Talking
about this.
Okay.
Have you ever had the of the third thing?
Sorry, I didn't come again.
Have you ever had a child of the same gender?
Ever had something with the same gender?
I'm trying, but we just like same sex crying like a woman.
No, it's only where it was in a couple.
When they're like the top and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Also, like in terms of like, have you ever been hosted? Like, also there's like I don't know, like maybe LGBTQ community where like they want to have a girl, maybe there's a lesbian girl, like couple, they want to have fun with the other girl. Like never had that interaction.
There are like lesbians that do come, or like bisexual girls that do come. Yeah, but then I've never had an encounter with them.
Can you since you say niggas use a condom, do you let niggas nuts on your face?
On my titties, yeah.
On your face or in the titties?
On my titties. On my face, they're gonna ruin my makeup.
So you understand, like, oh my goodness. Oh, come on, what if I want to, like, that's the nuts on your face?
How am I gonna, no, like, it's gonna ruin my makeup, so I prefer my titties on my ass for makeup.
No, I understand, man. I understand. Also, what is the favorite song? What is the favorite song to get out? When the song comes on, you're gonna shake that ass so like when it comes through. Like your favorite song, right?
I like Afrobeat, so any nice Afrobeat song like when it pops up like, there's this song called Soundgasm.
Okay.
By Rema.
I think I'm thinking like the rhythm I've seen his music on TikTok and then like, on the stores. Like I don't know. Yeah, I'm not familiar with his music much.
Yeah, you should listen to his song Soundgasm. Like it's like
Is remember the guy that
orgasm, but a soundgasm.
Okay.
is it the guy that sings go 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 go?
Then
Is it that one?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it's him.
Breathing in and no low.
Yeah. That guy.
You see, man, the day I'm gonna get me myself an exotic center, I want them to use bad yad. Is that right?
Bah.
Okay, we're gonna play one last game, ne? Two things.
Okay, brother.
Okay, who would you rather take home or give a lap dance between me, Leo Black, and Relo?
Who would I rather take home or lap dance?
Who you gonna take home or give a lap dance between me and Relo? Like you have to do one thing to the both of us, but you have to choose who you wanna take home, or you're gonna choose who you just wanna give a lap dance and that's it at the club.
Can't see Rilo. Rilo, show yourself, please.
You can see me now.
Oh,
Oh my God, this guy.
I can't see.
What? Can you see me now?
Nope.
You can't see me.
Yeah, I think mute is my app because it still shows that you're on mute.
You can't figure everything out.
I don't think he's missing out on anything.
Well, here's what we can do. Wait. Here's what we can give her our social media account. Then she takes them for like 2 minutes. Then she comes back.
But it's gonna be too long, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But
So Rilo, since I can't see you, I'd give you a lap dance. And Leo, since I can't see you,
just say,
I'd go home with you.
Let's start that first. I couldn't hear the first part. What did he say?
I said Rilo, right? Since I can't see him, I'd give him a lap dance.
Okay.
But Leo, since I can't see you, I'd go home with you.
Or is it because you can only see me? So I wouldn't fit. So I wouldn't fit the type of guys you're into, ne?
What do you mean?
Like, what are the type of guys in terms of dating? Like, I don't fit the criteria.
I don't know, like I think I'd have to have a whole 2 hours talk with me before I can find out like the type of guy I treat.
I think you've been looking for an hour now, so I think, yeah. And no, man, I'm kidding, man. Thank you so much for taking time and coming through. I'd like to say thank you so much for your time and appreciate you taking time. I've been trying to have this interview for a good 2 weeks. Good 2 weeks.
Yeah,
right?
thank you.
You know, I was like, no, I want it ready. I don't want to really start rushing anyway. And I'm glad you took time to have this chat with me. You know what? I think now I want to build your script back on it, Fury. You know, you better stop.
Pull through. You should pull through.
Yeah, definitely when I come. So I'm coming to Joburg like the other week. Coming to Joburg and definitely gonna go to the strip club. I'm definitely. Oh, in fact, next week actually. So I'm gonna go to the strip club. We're gonna see how the lives there. But hey, I'm not gonna be making any bad decisions.
You should actually come with Kevin.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Obviously, we'll be with him that side. So obviously, yeah, we're gonna be hanging out, and yeah, we're definitely gonna be doing some things. Yeah, really. Do you have any?
I wonder what have you seen. I wonder in that 1 minute I missed. I wonder what have you seen.
No, I was saying, do you have any last minutes, last thoughts and stuff?
Nah, from my side, I'm also
Anyways, I feel that's shit.
he answered the questions brilliantly, and yeah, thank you for the insight.
Anyway, thank you so much, FLAVA. Thank you so much for taking time. And this has been a great chat with me and you and Rilo. And man, thank you so much for tuning in on this episode. Make sure you like, subscribe, and also share with your friends because we just had a banging episode today. And make sure you tune in for the next episode too. And make click on the notification button so you can be alerted every time we drop a new episode. This podcast about nothing, and my name is Leo Black, and I'm grateful for you. And bye bye. Thank you.